go. And we're going to also grab one of the small cups. There should be a few in the pack there. Okay. And we're going to need some water. There we go. So let's do 3 globs of black paint. You guys can see this cup, right? No?
Yeah. Move it back.
How about now?
Move it back.
All right, I'm going to adjust that then. Good?
Better.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
All right, and then we're going to do a few, I'd say 5 blobs of brown. There we go. 4 and 5. And let's see. So for water, you just use the brush to get some of the water on the end and mix it in there. I'm going to do this a few times. Okay, and if we mix this up, kind of like a dark mud color is what we're going for. You guys see that? I don't hear anybody.
You're on mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good.
All right, and we're then going to take that black foam brush. You guys still have that? Okay, I got a little plaster dried in mine, but it'll work. We're going to dip that in water just on the end, not too much. All right. Are you sure it's not on mute? I can't.
They're on mute.
Oh, they're all mute. Okay. And once we're going to dip that into that black and brown wash we made, and we're going to start painting the cliff area, like so. Okay, I'm going to use a same brush, but I have a different one just because plaster ruined my first one. There we go, that's better. Okay. And I definitely have to make a lot more because I've already run out. So I'm going to get some black paint, black and brown paint. And what I just did, guys, is I opened the black and brown and just poured them both in the cup. It saved some time there. Okay, get some water to mix that together. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then let's keep painting the cliff area. Awesome.
There's a lot of serious concentration going on here.
Great. All right. And it's okay if you put too much on, you just spread it out with that foam brush.
Can we do the whole thing or half of it?
Only do the top part, so half of it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'm running out again, so I might have to make a little more. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to make another batch. Okay. Mix that together. Oops. I already made a mess. That's okay.
That's part of the fun.
I got newspaper down. I'm good. All right. That's good. And most of this is going to be covered with the foliage and different grass, so it's no problem. It's a bit darker or a bit lighter, as long as it has some kind of color to it. Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah, let me know when you guys have the whole cliff covered in that wash. Should look something like this.
They're all working pretty hard.
Awesome. Thank you guys. And one thing we can do is for a cave entrance, that'd be kind of cool to have a cave in our shipwreck, is you can take the black paint on the small brush and just make a small circle. Maybe do a couple of them. And that'll look like the entrance to a cave. Let's see. Should be no white spots on here. There we go. Perfect. What I might do is make a large cave entrance. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. Cool. All right. Keep up the good work, guys. Make sure to keep those brushes wet so they don't dry out. I can't see the computer screen right now, so I'm going to take a quick look. All right, looks good.
See a lot of heads down, hard work.
Oh, yeah. Great job. Let's see. I'll wait a few minutes just to make sure everyone is at the same level here. Make sure I didn't miss any spots. Looks good. And remember that the toothpicks are where the palm tree stands are going to go, so we'll take those out in a few minutes. Okay.
How's everyone doing? Give a thumbs up if you're ready to kind of move on.
Yep.
That's giving us a thumbs down.
I see a few thumbs down. See a couple
Not
thumbs
ready
down.
yet. What was the step? What was the step?
What was
Maybe
the
a few
step?
more minutes.
Hi, it's Clay.
Hi, it's Clay. What was that step?
Oh, do you guys want me to go over that again, or are we good?
Can you
Just one more time.
can you
Sure.
repeat that again, please?
Sure. So what we did is in one of the small cups, we mixed equal parts brown and black paint. And then what we did is we added water to that to make it more of a wash. And with that foam brush, you're just going to cover the entire cliff area. So the part of the landscape that's up in the air, like this. And that's going to be our, to recreate like a rock surface. That's why we're using the black and brown. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Yeah, these things are pretty hard. 4 hours. Mine is almost fully dry, so I hope yours are too.
We have a comment in the chat from Miss Penny
Okay.
saying, it's fun working with Captain Craft Sparrow.
Thank you. Jack, you said Jack Sparrow?
Craft.
That's Sparrow.
Oh, Craft. That's very clever.
Puns.
That'll have to be my terrain nickname, Craft Sparrow. Okay. All right, and yeah, thumbs up if you guys are done with the cliff coloring.
Sideways.
I got 2 thumbs up.
I was gonna say, I see Travis has his thumb up. I think Tommy does.
Travis.
The Lewis family.
Awesome.
I'm
Sawyer.
not ready yet.
That's okay. Take your time.
Jason's ready. Jason Etchu's ready.
Gabby's ready. Gabby Stump.
Lard family's ready. I see.
Hassan is ready.
We switched our thumbs down to a thumbs up. Thank you, Hasset. Glad we caught back up.
Awesome.
The Newsomes are tag teaming it to get caught up.
True
I like
teamwork.
whoever has the background help me on the sand. That's funny.
I think that's Dave.
It's Dave's.
Oh, okay.
One last thing.
Sure.
How does it take to dry? And we're ready.
Yes, so the good question. The paint is going to dry fairly quickly, but it's okay if it stays a little wet for now.
Now everybody get kicked off.
Yeah, it looks like it. Look at this. Oh, the little things in the way. I guess I move up the way.
Okay. Are you guys ready for the next step?
Well, it's looking pretty
Think
good.
so. Looks like
good.
forward.
Okay.
Looks like most thumbs
We're
are up.
ready.
Awesome. Thank you guys. You're doing a great job. So similar to how we painted the cliff area, we're going to now paint the beach. But as you know, the beach sand is a tan color. So we're all going to open up the tan paint as part of our set here. And we're going to pour some of that into another cup. There we go. And then we're going to get some water in there to mix it up. Just a few drops. Actually, I'm mixing the black water into the tan. It's okay if it's a little darker. Okay, now we're going to mix that up. Very nice. And we're simply going to paint the beach area, this tan color. And remember, guys, that we already painted our shipwreck pieces, so try and avoid getting the tan on the wooden pieces, okay? And take your time.
Do we have to mix it with anything?
Just a little water, just to so it seeps into all the areas. So
Okay.
yeah, good question. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, a lot of this is going to be covered up with sand or grass. So it's no problem if it's not perfect. Starting to look like a beach. I'm not used to keeping my dreads out of the paint. There we go. Okay. So do you guys like this project?
You're getting lots
Very
of head
cool.
nods and thumbs up.
Hey.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Oh, awesome.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
love it.
guys. Cool. I'm glad.
I've never seen this kind of project before.
Yeah, this is something different. I remember in school doing, similar to like a diorama. This would be something you could do, or skills that you could use. Okay, I'm just gonna tilt this. Perfect. Okay. All right.
Looking good. Everyone's so focused.
All right. There we go. I'll put this back so you guys can see it. And so that's all we're doing is covering the beach area in the tan mixed with water. We should still have a little paint left, but that's actually all the painting we're going to do for this part of it. Okay.
Would it be too heavy if you got a little Bigfoot to put on top of the mountain?
Oh, no, I think that would be a nice touch.
All right, remember, once you're done, put your thumb up when you're done.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if you guys are ready.
Sawyer's good.
Nathan's good.
Tommy's good.
Awesome.
Travis is good.
Yes.
Lou's is good.
Logan's good. Hasset is good.
Good. I can't really tell. Penny, are you good?
Penny's showing off her work.
Oh, nice, Penny.
Nice. Great job.
Dalton's good.
Oh, nope. Got the thumbs up.
All right.
Clay, how are you doing?
The dairies are good.
Okay.
Good. Okay. All right. Awesome, guys. So we're actually going to stay on the beach here, and we're going to add our first sand. They also call this ballast. And what we're going to do is, you guys all have that little tube of scenic glue. It's just like that. And we're going to open that up. And I had to add water to mine because it was a little too tacky. And that'll help mix it up a little bit. And if you guys have craft glue, like any like all-purpose white glue, Elmer's glue, anything like that, you can use that as well if it's easier. But this is essentially the same thing. It's just in this little jar. So I'm going to add a little more water to mine. There we go. And just remember to mix that up with the popsicle stick. Okay.
Looks nice.
Yeah, they look great. You guys are doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we want to do is You know what I need? If the water that we're using is getting kind of dirty from the paint, so I'm going to get that switched out. Catherine, do you mind just bringing clean water? Thank you. Okay. And what we're going to do, guys, is once you have the glue watered down a bit, you're going to put the glue right onto the beach area and start spreading it around. And it's fine if it's like a thin layer, and that's where we're going to sprinkle the sand. So use the brush to just spread the glue out. There we go. And yeah, the glue is kind of clumpy, so make sure you add some more water. I'm going to use my little bottle of craft glue. And it's okay if the paint's not dry underneath it. Again, we're just adding the sand on top, so it's no problem. Okay. And keep that brush wet so the glue doesn't dry all the bristles. Okay.
Everyone's focused.
Yeah. Great job, guys.
Getting down to business.
Oh, I'm excited to see the sand go on.
Yeah, this is a fun part. Okay.
Tammy, it looks like you have plenty of sand to spare. You're ideal beach scene there, dear.
A deserted island.
And once we have the glue spread out, grab the bag of sand. You can see it here. It's the light tan sand. And just cut that open with a pair of scissors. Be careful doing that. Okay. And all you have to do is sprinkle the sand down in the areas that you spread the glue out. And it's okay if you put too much because you can just shake it off when you're done. And you want to cover it up. Perfect.
We can play Taylor Swift while they shake it off.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dave.
There we go.
He's going to sing it while they shake it off.
And what you can do too, guys, is once the sand's down, just push it with a couple fingers to push it into place. And that helps it dry and get all the cracks and crevices. Okay. And once it's on there for a few seconds, what you can do is shake off the excess. Just like that. Give it a couple taps. And voila, we have our beach.
Very nice.
Cool.
That's great.
There we go.
Everyone's look so nice.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Everybody's own private beach.
So cool.
Perfect. Okay. And then let me know when you guys are ready for the next step and you have your sand in place. If there's any spots you missed with the sand, you can grab a little bit with your fingers and just sprinkle it on. And if you have already shaken off the sand and you see a couple spots that are bare, just add a little dab of glue, spread it out with the brush, and then sprinkle more sand on.
And Nathan's got the shake going on.
There you go. All right, I'm going to start thinking about the next step here.
Looking through, let's see. Looks like there's still a few still working on it.
Okay, no problem. Okay. I like how concentrated everyone is. These are going to come out great.
The focus is intense right now.
Serious artists here.
Right.
All right, remember.
Do you need to use all the? Do you need to use all the sand?
No, you don't have to use all of it. Like, for example, I have about a quarter of my bag left, or maybe a half of the bag left, and I had plenty extra that came off. So, no, you do not have to use all of it.
Okay.
Looks good.
Looks good, right?
The vegetarians are good. I got sand in my fingernails.
Turn your house
A
into a
magnifying glass and tweezers, you could make a sand castle.
Right.
I need to sprinkle some more. Some more still the yellow.
Yeah, well, if there's not glue there, then it's not gonna stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. If you guys need to, just add more glue, and you can add more sand.
Remember to give the thumbs up when you are done.
Jason's all over it. Logan's all over it. Murders are set. Sawyer is set.
A set is good to go.
That's good.
Nathan is good.
All right, and we got the Stump family is all set.
Dalton, are you good? Did I get the all right, my man? Good to see
Tom,
you again.
Okay.
The Newsomes are good.
And we'll definitely take pics of the finished product, and I can't wait to look at all of them.
Oh, yes, definitely.
We definitely like to show off our work. We learned that after Camp Fantastic for sure, that our artists like to show their work.
Exactly. You got to get some recognition.
That's right. That's right.
And just to prepare us for the next step, I'm going to move some of the sand out of the way here. Okay, that's good. And we're going to move on to the foliage. Does anyone need a little more time before we move on?
I think we might be
I
good
think
to
we're
go.
good.
Good, awesome. Okay. So guys, we're going to grab the one that says evergreen. There's a few different ones. There's medium green, dark green, and we're going to grab the evergreen. And we're going to be using the glue again. So it's fine if you want to use a bottle of glue or the one in the little cap here. And we're going to apply this. If you look at the picture on the box, essentially what we want to do is layer the foliage on top of the rock. So when you're doing terrain, you want it to look natural, almost like, you know, a real habitat. And you start with the darker, heavier turf first. So that's why we're going to go with the evergreen. So what I'm going to do is with the popsicle stick, I'm going to start blobbing on the glue on the very top of the cliff. Can you guys see that there?
Yep.
All right, so let's do that. There we go. And in the picture, you can see the foliage goes all down the sides, and it's at the bottom toward the back of the beach as well. So we basically want to get glue all over this thing. So too much is not a problem. Okay. And this glue is pretty tacky, so once you have it down and you want to smooth it out a bit, you can use a wet brush, and that'll get rid of some of the clumps. Okay. Oops. And I'm just putting a line of glue at the very edge of the beach toward the cliff.
I love the feeling.
So you guys can see all the glue in the back there. You guys have any questions so far?
Doesn't look like we have any questions yet.
Good, okay.
It's like they're all following right along.
Yep.
Awesome, good job, guys. I'm using that bigger foam brush to spread out some of the glue.
Is it okay if my mom helps me with the gluing?
Absolutely.
Of course.
The more help, the better. Oh, there goes a pirate earring. Okay. And so once we have that glue spread out all over this thing, we're going to cut open the evergreen bag here. And I kind of shake it so it settles to the bottom of the bag so we can cut it. And this one you want to cut about half of the bag open on the top. Like that. And you can be generous with this, and you're just going to start sprinkling it on the glue. There's no perfect way to do this. You can do it a little thicker in some spots and thinner in the other. Oop. And it's only going to stick where you have the glue, so don't worry about getting it all over the project. But don't cover all of the glue you put down, because we have a few different bags to create a more natural look to the vegetation. There we go. And once you put some of the grass down, the turf, you can push it down with your fingers so it sticks nicely. This is supposed to be the fun part.
So where you're getting your hands really dirty.
It's always the messiest parts that are the most fun.
Right. That's true. Okay, awesome. And then so we should still have some of the glue areas exposed. And what we're going to do is just grab the next bag. It's a medium green. And it's take your time, guys, but we're just going from the dark green to the medium green, and we're gonna sprinkle some of that down as well. And if you've covered up all of your glue spots, you can just add more glue. And sometimes in these bags, the foliage gets clumped together and it doesn't really come out well. So you can loosen it with your finger to kind of break it up a bit. And then sprinkle it out. I'm just going to cover all the glue spots. Make a big mess. Whoa, a little too much there. Oh. And remember,
Are y'all done?
Something funny just happened.
What happened?
Right after you said you can make a big mess, my mom was pouring the dark green or the medium green, and after right as you said big mess, and there a big clump came out of the bag. Mess.
That is funny. Actually, a similar thing happened to me. My whole beach is green. All right, and yeah, remember, guys, push that into the glue with your finger, and then flip it over, and then knock off all the excess foliage. So if you see the pick here, try and get it off the beach. You can blow on it too. There we go. So I've actually covered up most of my glue areas, and we still have 2 more bags of foliage. So I'm going to go back to applying glue to some of the rock. And it's okay to put the glue right on top of the foliage you've already put down. This is called layering, and when you layer different colors of foliage on your landscape, that's how you get a more realistic look. Okay. Once I have more blobs of glue, I'm going to use the little brush with some water and spread those out as best I can.
I see those hands, Gabriella. Those are messy hands.
There we go.
It looks like Tommy Smithy's younger sibling is having a great time with the glue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thinking we're getting to do some activities that we normally don't get to do in the home.
An outside activity. Okay. So more glue spots added. And let's see, what do we have left, guys? We have a bag of dark green, and you can see it. There's a difference to the texture of it. It's a very fine turf. Then we also have this one. It's like a light brown. So the light brown will be last because, again, we start with the darkest and we go to the lightest colors when we're putting on foliage. So I'm going to cut open the dark green. There we go. And just sprinkle that into some of the glue area that's still there. Awesome.
You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, great job, guys. And I only use a little. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say they've done a lot of paying attention to detail work today.
Oh,
Yes. Great skills here. All right, and I'm going to cut open the brown/tan turf, and that'll be the final one. And we're going to sprinkle that on. Just this one you want to be kind of light with because it's more of like an accent. There we go. Awesome. And you can see that makes the foliage pop out a bit. Okay, awesome. And what you can do, guys, is once we have all the different layers of grass and foliage down, you can take some craft glue in one of these jars. Let me open up the glue. And just put about a quarter size amount in the bottom. There we go. And we're going to add some water to that. You want this pretty wet. So almost like milk consistency. You guys can see that there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to just go dab that onto the foliage we've already put down. And that's going to help it seal. And you can literally pour it on just slowly. And it seeps in and it's going to lock in all the work you've done. Okay. I'm going to have to make some more because I have a lot of foliage, so I'm going to do that again. So about a quarter size amount of craft glue and some water. I'm going to just pour in because it's easier. Okay. And mix that together. Kind of looks like milk. Awesome. And then we're going to keep pouring that on the foliage. Now, normally for projects, I use a spray bottle. That makes it a lot faster. But for this, this is what we have to work with. So it works just as well. Just take some time. Okay. Do that one more time. Okay. Okay. And let me know when you guys get to the, when you're done putting on the watered down glue. Because next we have to install some palm trees.
Now, Alex, is that last step necessary? Because some of them only have what was provided in the kit.
Okay.
You probably could get it as watery.
Yes, I see. Yeah, so it's not necessary. It'll sit in place because you guys did put glue down first. But long term, once you get some glue, you make that water mixture and you can put it down after. That's no problem.
Okay.
And make sure you guys keep those brushes wet so they don't dry up. Okay. We should still have our toothpicks in place here. We're trying to get that grass off of the beach. There we go. I'm going to flip over this newspaper so I have a clean surface again.
Mm-hmm.
Go. And one thing that we didn't use in the kit, but you guys can add after if you want to, is the thick, it's a bush material to create like small bushes. And I'll show you though how this stuff works. And if you guys do have enough glue, you can add it to yours too now. But it pulls apart almost like a cotton ball, just green. And you can create the shape of a bush or a vine, and then just put it onto the landscape with a little glue. You don't need too much glue with this, just a few drops. And you can see I spread it out into the material. And you just stick that on. There we go. And I'll show that up close to you guys so you can see how it looks like a, it's like a shrub or bush kind of thing.
That's neat.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull it. And in the picture, you guys can see how they made it look like vines kind of coming down over the front. So let's see if we can imitate that. What I'm doing is I'm pulling it downward to make it kind of long, like that. I'm gonna add some glue. And then we're gonna stick that kind of growing down the rock. And remember, if you see the glue, it's okay. It's all gonna dry nice and clear when it's done. Okay. Cool.
All coming together now.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a beach. Okay. There we go. So I didn't use that much. That was probably just a small handful of it. I still have this big clump. And you guys can always, what's cool about this is you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. There's no wrong amount.
Ours looks like a masterpiece. I just wanted it to look kind of like a cave.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely take pics, guys. I can't see them right now very well just because I'm far away from my computer, but I'd love to see them. Okay. And one thing I'm doing right now is I just put down those bushes, like kind of the shrubs, and I'm sprinkling some of the grass on top of it to give it a realistic look. I'll show you that up close if you can see that. Okay. And let me know when you guys have all your grass and foliage in place, and then we're going to add those trees.
That's cool, Travis. That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
I got it.
I am ready to move on.
Awesome. Great job, guys.
Nice, Hasset.
Yeah.
It's so cool that from the same kit that everybody got the same kit, everybody's is going to look so different.
Yeah.
Right? It is cool.
Gabby Stump's showing hers off.
Okay. Awesome. All right, and as we wrap that up, the last thing we have in our kit is this bag of palm trees. So are you guys almost done?
I say give thumbs up. I see E2's thumbs up.
Yep.
Dalton.
Clay.
Good job.
Travis.
Hasset. Are you
Brendan,
ready to move
working
on?
on it. Nice job, guys.
All right. Yeah, I think we might be good to move on.
Thank
Okay,
you.
great.
Newsom's are good. Smithies are good. Yep.
Excellent, guys. You're doing awesome. All right, so we're going to cut open this bag. There we go. And pull out our handy dandy palm trees. Now, some of these have bases on them. You can see they're attached. We're going to pull that apart so the palm tree is separate from the base. And all we have to do is remove the toothpick in our cliff side, and we're going to dab the bottom of the tree trunk with glue and then stick the tree trunk into the hole. That's pretty simple. Just make sure you have some glue on the bottom of the tree first. And let's see, I'm going to pull out my first toothpick. Came right out. You might have to wiggle a little bit because the plaster dried around it. And then hopefully I can find the hole again. And we'll stick that tree base right in there. And that's the first one, just like that. Okay, let's go to the next one. You guys are doing great.
Logan's rocking out.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, Logan.
Now I want to go to the beach.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
They're not necessarily that beach.
Maybe not this
Might be
one.
some buried treasure.
That's true. But some rough waves too. Okay.
Now your top tree drooped down. Is that okay?
Oh, sure. Yeah. If it's, oh, no, you're right. That's too far. There we go. I was going to say a little droop would probably look kind of realistic, but that was like falling over. There we go. I got one more.
If your tree does flop over, just get the brown paint and paint the leaves brown like it's dead.
There you go.
Good idea.
Penny added buried treasure on the beach. What?
Oh,
Nice.
that's so cool.
A rebel.
Terrain is all about creativity. If you can imagine it, you can do it, guys.
Oh, look at it. Penny, that looks awesome.
So she used gems that she had at her house.
Perfect.
Nice job,
That's so cool.
Jason. The etching
Awesome.
was awesome.
Okay.
These look great, guys.
It is really cool.
It's pretty impressive. Oh, nice,
Yeah,
Murga.
the Murgas look great.
Oh, nice.
You guys are pretty amazing at this.
We were just doing 3 palm trees.
That's okay.
Yeah. Guys are natural terrain artists already.
And look at the A2 family. Theirs looks really nice too.
At 2.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now remember, once you've completed any of your projects today, make sure you snap some pictures and share with us, either through the Dropbox on the website, or either email Dave or I, or post it on the Special Love website on Facebook, so we can share them, because they really look awesome. All the activities today turned out wonderful.
That's great. Yeah, I'd love to see these. And actually, I want to show you. I'm going to show you guys one of my larger projects so you can see.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other questions about the palm trees or our shipwrecked project?
If you do, you can unmute yourself and ask. No.
Good. All right. Well,
But it's awesome.
this will take probably, I'd say, 2 to 3 more hours to dry with all the glue. But I'd probably leave it alone overnight. You can add little things on top if you want, but then it'll be all done.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Okay. So I'll be right back. I'm going to set up one of the projects so you guys can see a large scale piece of a terrain order, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be right back.
Now, has everyone been seeing Alex in a big screen format?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when someone else talked, did they replace him?
I pinned him on my screen, so.
You pinned him? Okay. So, yeah, folks, if you put your cursor over his video, you can click on the pin, and it should keep him front and centered. I was just going to say, Angela, if you make him the presenter, will it keep his screen frozen? I'm just thinking if he starts showing us something and he goes to thumbnail view, it's going to be hard to tell what he's showing us.
We can try.
Oh, he keeps talking.
We can all be muted and then ask questions afterward. So it won't.
As long as he talks, he's the biggest screen, but.
That should be good. So I'm going to grab the camera, guys, and swing this around.
And I suggest you all put him on speaker view if he's not already.
So it might be a bit shaky for a second. There we go. Okay.
Mute yourself if you're not Alex, and that way we won't keep speaking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So let me get zoomed in here. So this, guys, is a 3x3 foot amusement park that's been long abandoned. So it's kind of damaged, but the bumper cars are still there. There's a Ferris wheel, a roller coaster. I'm going to try and get close in so you guys can see the bumper cars. And there's the Ferris wheel in the back. And if you guys ever want to see some of the projects I'm working on, my Facebook group is called Right Terrain Studio. And I publish all of my current projects and past projects so you can see them probably much clearer through Facebook.
Oh, wow.
So,
Awesome.
thank you.
Very cool. Well, does anybody have any questions for Alex or anything about what he does?
Okay.
No. Right.
How did he get into it?
All right.
Good question.
Oh, I thought you said I'm going to get into it. Yes, it started as a hobby, and I've been doing it since I was about a teenager, and I just continued it for fun. And then, as you build these kits, you learn new techniques, and your skill improves. And I came to a point where some of my work was being noticed, and I had a friend that said, "Hey, you should sell this stuff." And then it basically turned into a business overnight, and it's been about 6 years, and I have a website and advertising and customers all over the world. But it started with just fun projects like this, and then it kept growing.
That's awesome. We're gonna have to get one of your pieces for our gala.
Yeah. Jack and I were talking about that. So yeah, I'd love to do a piece for that.
That's cool. That is so cool.
Thank you. So
Well, thank you very much, Alex.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Thank you for having me. I hope we had fun and learned something, and we'll definitely have to do it again.
Yeah.
That was like primo crafts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Of course, Alex, if you got nothing but, I was going to say, Alex, you got nothing better to do at 7 or 7:30 tonight, you're welcome to join us for our virtual campfire and our costume party. You're already on the costume list, so.
True. That is, I appreciate it, but my family ended up coming over for dinner, so I'm going to have to join them, but I will next time for sure.
Yeah, well, when we're in person, we'll knock your socks off. And everyone else, we are going to play a couple more games at the costume contest because once that's over, it's going to turn into a party and then a movie. So wear your costumes tonight. At 7 o'clock is campfire. We want it to be a costumes campfire. And then we'll do the contest as soon as that's over. And then we'll do some final Halloween games and then we'll start the movie. And it's Paranorman. I think everybody saw that. Awesome. In fact, speaking of the craft you just did, Alex, Paranorman is one of those movies that's made with stop animation. So it's like having a kit, like terrain kit, but then moving all the parts one tiny piece at a time and filming it. So
Yes. Yep.
once you see how they make those stop animation movies, regardless of whether the story's any good, the animation's incredible.
That's
And the
awesome.
story's very good on Paranorman. So
What movie is this?
it's called Paranorman. Have you ever heard of?
Paranorman.
Yeah, it's Tim Burton, I think. Coraline. If you ever saw Coraline, it's the same type of animation. So it's just incredible.
Oh, awesome. That'll be fun.
So, and it's, I think, available, Angela, on Netflix. And
It's on Amazon Prime for rent, but it's $2.99.
yeah,
Oh, not bad. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll check it out.
yeah, great. If you're into crafts and detail, just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, guys. If you have a chance,
Thank you.
say thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you too.
We'll see you at 7 o'clock.
Thank you for inviting us.
You guys
Bye.
did a great job too. Those are awesome.
Yes,
Say
everyone
bye.
did awesome.
Bye.
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 See you back soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.